Have you ever spent a small fortune on serums and then wondered why your skin still looks tired, dry, dull, or aged? I really need you to hear this because not all serums are created equal. In fact, a lot of them are expensive water with marketing behind them. They come with pretty packages, with fancy buzzwords, and a tiny amount of the actual active ingredient and a whole lot of filler. So, today we're talking about the best anti aging serums, the ingredients that actually matters, and how to tell the difference between a serum that supports your skin and the one that's just selling you hype. And make sure you stick around to the end because I've got a freebie that's going to help you get started fixing this right away. So here's where a lot of women get overwhelmed because the skincare industry loves trends. One week it might be snail mucin, which I think is gross. And the next week it could be beef tallow. Then everybody's obsessed with some random ingredient off of TikTok. Meanwhile, women are buying products after product and they're layering 6 serums at a time and still not understanding what their skin actually needs. Now, most people are shopping based on marketing, not skin biology. And this is where I want to start you thinking differently because the best anti-aging serum is not the trendiest one. It's going to be the one that supports how your skin actually functions. My name is Nikki. I'm a paramedical and cosmetic tattoo artist, and I've spent years working on real faces and helping women understand what their skin really needs without the toxins, the confusions, or the 10-step routine. And I'll say that I am not a doctor, but I have worked on hundreds of faces and I've seen what ingredients actually help the skin age gracefully and what ingredients do not. And I always suggest that you speak with your healthcare provider before you make any changes to your skincare routine, especially if you think there's something deeper going on. Now, if you find this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe because I don't want you to miss what actually works in the future. And we're going to jump right in. So let's talk about what actually matters in a serum. The first thing that I look for is hydration support. And that's going to be because aging skin loses water fast. And dehydrated skin exaggerates everything. It will exaggerate your fine lines, the texture, the crepey skin, the dullness of your skin. And a lot of women think that they suddenly aged overnight. And the reality is that their skin is most likely just severely dehydrated. This is why ingredients like hyaluronic acid can be incredibly helpful because hyaluronic acid acts like a water magnet, okay? It helps pull water into the skin and give that plump, healthy, dewy look back to the skin. And no, hydration is not the same thing as oil or moisturizing. Your skin needs both water and lipids, which is oil. The second thing that I look at is going to be collagen support. And this is where ingredients like retinol, peptides, growth factor ingredients are going to be super helpful because after 40, collagen production just naturally slows down. There's nothing you can do about it. And collagen is what gives your skin that firmness and that bounce. Now, retinol is one of the most studied anti-aging ingredients that we have, and it increases cellular turnover and it helps stimulate collagen and production over time. But with that being said, I will say this is where a lot of women get into trouble because they overdo it. They use too much retinol or they use too many acids and too many aggressive products layered together. And instead of healthier skin, they end up with inflamed, irritated skin barrier. And I've said it many times before, but I'll say it again, inflamed skin ages faster than supported skin. And this is where peptides can be very, very helpful. Now, peptides are basically little messengers that signal your skin to behave younger and support the repair process. I want you to think of them like communication molecules for your skin. And like harsh actives, many peptides are going to be much more gentle while still supporting aging skin beautifully. And so peptides are great. Then we have antioxidants. And this is huge. I love antioxidants because aging is heavily connected to oxidative stress. And these are things that we just don't think about in our daily lives. They're going to be like sun exposure, pollution, inflammation, stress in our body. All of that creates free radicals that damage our skin. And this is where you have ingredients like vitamin C, niacinamide, you have green tea extract, other antioxidants that can help protect your skin and support brighter, healthier looking skin over time. And here's something that's really big that I like to talk about that you don't hear a lot of people talking about is going to be the delivery system of your skincare products. Now, delivery systems matter because formulations matter, concentration matter, and cheap filler ingredients also matter because they're going to, not be a good thing to be putting on your skin in large amounts. But you can have an ingredient on the label, and if it's poorly formulated or it's barely included, it's not going to be doing much. And let's be real, because a lot of what you're grabbing off the shelf at big box stores is going to be made by the beauty industry, and they want to stretch their product as thin as possible so they can maximize their profit. That's just the truth. So what do you think that does to the quality of your skincare? Yeah, quality of your skincare declines. And this is where it gets hard because you have to recognize a good skincare line immediately by looking at the ingredients. And this is honestly why I formulated Rebel Skincare the way I did. I wanted a product that focused on supporting skin function, not just trendy marketing claims, because aging skin doesn't just need random active thrown at it. It needs hydration, it needs barrier support, it needs those bioidentical lipids, it needs the antioxidants, and the ingredients that your skin actually recognizes and knows how to use them or how to process them. This is why I focus so heavily on feeding your skin instead of constantly stripping it, because your healthy skin is going to just age better than stressed skin. Now, I got tired of watching women buy 5 different serums trying to chase 5 different problems and ending up overwhelmed. Their skin ended up over irritated. They were confused. I just had a lady in here the other day. She brought in a bag of her skincare products, and I think she had like 12 bottles in there. That is too much. Your skin's going to get super confused if you have that many bottles that you're putting into your skincare routine, because your routine doesn't need to feel complicated to be effective. Your skin just needs the right support and consistency over time. And honestly, one of the biggest mistakes women make is trying to use too many serums at once. Like I just explained, your skin doesn't need chemistry to be a chemistry experiment. A lot of times, simpler is smarter. Just keep it simple, pick 1 or 2 core concerns and work on those consistently over time, because consistency beats chaos every single time. So if your skin is confused, you're not going to do anything. But if you're staying consistent with one thing, then you have a greater chance of seeing something change in your skin for the better than if you're using 10 different things at the same time. Okay, so now you might be asking, how do I know what ingredients to avoid in my skincare? And that's a really good question to ask, because I want you to go watch my video on the top toxic skincare ingredients to avoid. Because once you learn how to turn your bottle around and you actually start to learn how to read a label, everything's really going to start to shift. It's going to start to change. And it's going to change how you buy your product. And if you want help figuring out what your skin actually needs, here's your freebie. I want you to grab my skincare guide. I'm putting the link below so you can click on that and it'll go right to your email. And it's also going to include a guide on hyperpigmentation and how to battle those dark spots. And I'm going to throw in a 50% off code for a skin snapshot with me, where we hop on a call and we can look at your skin together and get you on the right path. And if this has helped, make sure that you like and subscribe, because I'm going to keep breaking this down in a way that can actually make sense, and more videos to come. Because your skin does not need more hype, it needs the right support. And when you start understanding the ingredients instead of the marketing, that is going to be when everything starts to shift. Because aging gracefully begins with truth and a little rebellion.